have average grades and no extracurriculars, so my entire college application hinges on my personal statement. It needs to be unique, passionate, and impactful, but my life is literally so boring. I have nothing to write about. I'll tell you some topic ideas in a second, but first you have to stop believing that you're boring. Everyone has an interesting inner life. If you lived alone and you never talked to anyone, you would still have your brain and your essence. So what you have to do is not figure out how to be less boring, but find out who you are and how to show that in your essay. Alright, here are 6 kinds of topics that you can use if you feel like you have nothing to write about. Get yourself a beverage and let's have a chat. A detail about yourself. You may have noticed I have a lot of houseplants. At the moment I only have 15, but before I moved, I had 30. This seems like a boring detail about me on the surface, but really it says several things about me. Nature is calming for me. I can keep plants alive. I enjoy giving them all a shower in the bathtub once a month. My favorite color is green. And I'm interested in foraging and edible plants. A passion. You don't have to be good at it. Every fall, I take up knitting or crocheting just for the autumnal ambiance of it. Problem is, I'm hypermobile, and my wrists hurt if I do it for more than an hour or so. I've been working on this scarf since last fall. What do you think that says about me? A weird talent. It doesn't have to be a good talent, just one that says something about you and about the way your brain works. As a child, I practiced fitting my body through a hanger just in the event I would ever have to show someone how unique I was. Obviously, I've grown out of that, but a part of me wants to do it again, just to show that I can. You can use an object or an everyday activity as a metaphor for your life. I've read essays that used puzzles or meditation to describe how they approached various aspects of their lives, whether they approached it with an attitude of problem solving like a puzzle, or whether meditating enabled them to have the right mindset to face different challenges. A small moment that illustrates larger themes or trends in your life. Dropping a jar of pickles on the sidewalk was my breaking point this week. What did you learn about yourself from that? I'm not sure. Something you love. I love tea. Maybe I could write an essay comparing different aspects of my life to different kinds of tea. You could. Okay, but how do I find a topic that does that? I've thought and I have 0 ideas. If you've already brainstormed and you can't think of any good topics, try the 20 facts exercise. This is like 20 questions, except instead of asking someone else questions, you'll be asking yourself for 20 facts about yourself. First 20 you can think of. They don't have to be interesting, they don't have to be feasible topics, but you have to write out all 20. A fact about me is that I hate buttered toast. I leave my windows open all night. I read exactly 2 pages of a book every morning. Excellent, those are all good facts. The next thing to do is figure out what those facts say about you. What do they show about how you approach life? Or what inspires you? Or about how your brain works? Go write your essays. And remember, colleges don't need to hear about something you did. That's all in your resume. They want to see how you think. And you can show them that using all kinds of basic facts about yourself.